Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 36 Day 2. It is a red day. So today, going to be using one of the better teams that we actually have available, the Dragon Soul, the World Breaker, the Dawnbringer with the Dragon Hero class, and then the Elamogrim. Should be pretty much good to go. Not much that can go wrong with this unless we get scioned like crazy on the first lot. So let's just get in and hope all doesn't go horribly. We'll see. It should be fine. This is the day that all dwarves generally gets used, and they all do have a 10% bonus this week. I don't think that's going to make too big a difference, but who knows? It could. If they survive with 1 HP, get off that hit, and then just one shot us. Actually, she almost does have one shot damage. 37 times 3. What is that? That's math. How do you work? That's 100 and something. I want to say 111. I think that's correct. That sounds correct. Yeah, 111 is how much damage that would do, which is almost one-shot range. Especially if he already damaged us some, so we got to be really careful with that. Anyways, let's get into the battles. Double check indeed that it is indeed a red day. Yes, it is. Let's get into it. Hello, Sea Dog. Hello, Maximuse. Hello, Zach. Oh, that reminds me. Someone asked me to do a team earlier. Not specifically for Guild Wars, but for PvP after. I need to go double check what that is so I don't accidentally forget to do it. It was left on one of the videos earlier. Not sure if they'll actually be around, but at least we'll see it on the replay later. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Marcelo. Welcome. Okay, we'll go take the reds. And Skull, which way do we take it? Can we take it for yellow? Is that even worth taking for yellow? Probably not. We need reds and we need purples. Actually, I might just do that, even though we're not going for the yellow. I want the double red. Would be pretty nice there. Skull's going to do almost nothing. Almost just want to go for green or the actual yellow there. I'm going for it. Nope, we didn't get double red, and all we do is give him yellow, and we didn't really get anything useful out of that at all. We could take a green and hope he doesn't take the purple, I guess. That or just go straight for this. What does he have right now? Oh, the triple damage to a red. He's already going to start with that, and I don't have any way to get up on anything. Yeah, this is looking bad, actually. I don't have a way to get Oh, ouch. I don't have a way of getting Dragon Soul up yet. That I do not. Well, I guess I could bait this out. If he goes for purple, he doesn't actually get any mana from it. Oh, and he does, wow. But we'll go for this purple, hope for a red drop in. We should be good to go. Now we just throw this down, and we should win. Come on, get your mana. Get your mana before he kills it. Let's see. Yeah, this is actually turning out pretty bad. He has the damage to kill it now, and we do not have any revive. We wouldn't be able to get a barrier off in time. And I don't believe we have an extra turn anywhere. I could try for the purple, try getting green drops. It's most likely not going to work, but that's the only option we have. Does he do something? Will he do something? No, it won't. Good job, AI. Okay. Well, that worked out decently. So now we'll just throw a Dragon Soul just to clear out the barrier. Use the higher damage second, so we don't have to deal with barrier. And now Dawnbringer. Oh! Nope, not quick enough. Okay. What's the next plan then? I guess Dawnbringer into Dragon Soul and everything else. That is unfortunate. Yeah, that really slow Dragon Soul start hurt us very badly there. Well, we got HP on him. Maybe he'll get enough HP that he won't die, but at this point I think we can just barrier spam him to that, to the point where he won't die. I can't believe we got that poke in. Well, we lose one troop. Not too big a deal though. Also, hello Nando and Roland, welcome. Does anyone happen to know how many trait stones you need in total? Yes, if you go to Gems of War database, dowgb.com I believe it is, let me double check, and you set up a little account thing there, it tells you how much you would need total, and you can link your account to it. Let me see, what was the thing called? Gems, go, there it is. So if you go to this website right here, why is it not loading? Dude. Let me see. Let me get the troop table part off of it. And here we go. Okay, this website right here. This should be the right link. Hopefully this will send you to the correct location. It should. But if you go right over there. Let me double click check and click on it. Yeah, that is the right page. Well, it brought you to the website, though it didn't bring you to the right page. But if you go to the top right corner, make an account there, and link your account, or even just make an account in general, it will tell you how many more trait stones you need. Well, if you link your account, it'll tell you how many you need. If you don't link your account, it'll just tell you the total that is required to fully max out everything. I'm currently logged in, so I can't actually check that. But yeah, if you go use that website, get the thing set up in like a minute or two, you'll know exactly how many more trait stones you need. But yeah, it's a really nice tool. I still need to go do a video on that. I have in the past. I haven't done any recent ones since they've made a lot of changes, though. Leah is the person that runs that for the most part, that database. And she updates it on a weekly basis as well with all the new troops and everything. It's the most up-to-date resource externally to the game for Gems of War at the moment. Alright, well, we'll take the purple there. Take the grains over. I guess a yellow into a red, and that will give us blue as well. Come on, a random blue drop when we actually turn. Nope, we didn't get it. But we got a bunch of cascades. Wow! He just does not want the Elmagrim to live. I guess 10% is a lot. Apparently 10% is a high amount. Normally I don't find 10% to really do anything, but yeah, that is bringing him into one-shot range. That is annoying. Well, now we have barrier. A little late, but I guess we'll throw it in case he scolds us again or does something else. We'll throw that, get a Dragon Soul, go from there. Why does he have a penguin? Oh, he did that so it would have enough damage to one-shot for sure. That's why he has a penguin. Interesting. That is actually pretty interesting. Because you can always get the one-shot out of it. Oh, I might need to go try that. I wonder what his win rate is with that. I might need to try something similar. I didn't think about that, using a penguin or a, or the Paragon, or whatever it's called, not Paragon. The yellow one. The Paratin. Using one of those two with it, so that it gets a one-shot would be kind of cool. Alright, this one's just the basic version. Yeah, I don't think it has enough damage on the basic version. Let me see. That's 120. Nope, even without the thing, he has enough. 120. Oh, never mind, he won't. Barely. Oh, no, that's exactly enough. That is exactly 120. Well, that's bad. That is really bad, then. He can one-shot everything on my team, except for our hero. And I have no magic reduction, either. Well, I guess we just have to go Dawnbringer. Oh, the guy on the right side of the screen. Oh, that was from yesterday, and I didn't bother removing it. I forget what his actual name is, but Salty keeps calling it Prince Hot Dude or something. I think that's what she keeps calling it, but something along those lines. But yeah, that's what he is. He's the... Actually, I don't know what part he is. I think he's just a troop from the New Kingdom. I don't know if he's the Kingdom Epic or what. I believe he's the Kingdom Epic for Next Kingdom. I don't believe he's a Legend. So that'd be really cool if he is. I don't know if he's useful or not. I don't know really anything about him. But yeah, Salty was on the end of our stream yesterday, and that came up as a topic, and I just didn't bother removing it because why not? So he's just going to stay there till probably the New Kingdom comes out, most likely. What do we move here? I need purple. Or red, but neither are here. There's two reds on the entire board, and obviously there's not enough purple near each other. Well, it's another one of these battles, apparently. We'll just take that over. I am instantly going to get killed regardless of what that does. Oh, wait, that's not enough damage? When did that happen? Oh, yeah, you have Magic Heart, so you gain HP at the beginning of the battle. Forgot about that. Aha! Okay. That still doesn't really help us much, so... I need him to take that skull. Well, I don't need him to, but let me move that over. There we go. Oh, I could have taken that skull for extra stats. Fail. I don't really need it for the damage on him, but I did need it for the stats on the World Breaker. But let's go take our purple. Too bad we can't double drop it, but maybe we can get a red drop off the top. No, we do not, but just take another little bit of mana. And no, we're not safe yet, but we're heading there. We're getting close. We need a Dawnbringer cast really badly. There we go. Okay, she's gonna get rid of that one. That's fine. We'll throw that down. So now we have barriers. He just pokes that. We'll go get mana back. And we should be good to go from here. Because now we can just Dragon Soul into an Elmagrim. And as match, regardless of what we do. So have that. And there we go. Sweet. Okay, that one went a lot better. Still taking a lot of damage, though. I really wish... Hey, this one's running with the penguin again. I really wish there was a way to see what the actual people score against you. Because currently the only thing you can see is if they won or lost against you. You don't know how badly they won or lost, though. So yeah, well, I obviously you know how badly they lost, but I mean, you don't know how good they won. Like, they could have won with only one troop, or with all of them, or with losing a lot of points, or barely any points. You don't know specifically. Alright, we'll just take the purple. Instantly kills. He just absolutely loves destroying Elmagrim, apparently. Every single time, 3 games now, today, he has destroyed the Elmagrim, first target. Just for safety's sake. Wait, never mind. It's not going to do triple. Let me just do damage. Or do I? How do we play this? I don't know which way I should do this. I guess I'll do it this way. So we'll throw the Dawnbringer first, so it does no damage there. There we go. And now we just Dragon Soul into, hopefully, full mana. That is not full mana. And I guess we'll just take the last of it. And that's match. Well, that could have gone a bit better today. Wait, did we still have one more battle, or was that the final battle? Find out in a moment. Nope, one more. And of course, look at that. So much variance on this day. Yeah, I'm pretty sure almost everyone's running 4 times dwarves. The biggest issue with this is this guy. Because everyone wants to run a Lord Ironbeard. And because he has so little synergy with so many things, you pretty much just have to run him with all dwarves. And that's what everyone does. We need another thing that's similar to Lord Ironbeard that isn't even a dwarf at all. Something to get rid of this meta in similar teams. It wouldn't get rid of it, but it would at least give a different option so we don't see this every single time. And similar variants. Do I take a purple or do I take a red and hope it surges? I think I just go for the purple. Play it safe in case it doesn't surge. And, oh, I need to get full mana right now on Dawnbringer or an extra turn. Okay, good. We did get lucky. That is not full mana, though, which could be an issue. Come on, Elmagrim, don't miss. Am I seriously about to cast Elmagrim? I don't think I should. Yeah, I'm not going to. We'll do that. If only we had one more mana, somehow. We didn't make it in time. Oh, never mind. That wasn't even enough damage. Of course, for whatever reason, he hit the tankiest one. That worked out for us. So we'll throw a Dawnbringer here. It's not going to do triple damage anyways, but I don't want him hitting the thing to kill it. Oh, and he would have too. Or she would have. And then we just throw this into a anything. There we go. Sweet. And I don't even need to bother with that. We'll just throw a Dragon Soul. And down it goes. You modified your glory farming team. It is now Dwarven Hunter, Valkyrie, Frost Lizard, and Justice. Interesting. That could work as an early game option for it. Definitely nice to include. Hello, War. Welcome. You just got the Dragon Soul. Congratulations, Chris. And use Hero as Dragon +2 with the others. The weapon used is the one that destroys all the gems of any color, allowing you, for the most part... oh, which one? The blue one? The blue that does 9? I believe it allows every color except itself, that one weapon. But yeah, that works out pretty nice. Really, all you need once you get a Dragon Soul is any 3 dragons. I normally like to use it with a Dragotar early on in the game. Something along the lines of the Dragotar, Drago Hero class, Dragon Soul, and then like one other thing that's a dragon-related troop. Maybe a Dragonette or whatever else isn't covered. Yes, Happy New Year, Anthony! I know, some of you I haven't seen for a while since we kind of just started back a couple days ago. There's one other thing I need to go do. Let me go double check my comment section on one of my videos. I think it was this one. Is it this one? Why is it loading? There it is. No, that's not the right one. Let me go get to it real quick. Someone asked me to do a team this video on my earlier video, and I have not done it yet, so let me go do just that. Where'd it go? It's on the most recent one. There it is. Pause it before it does anything. And what did they ask for? It was... I probably should have just put this on my suggested team earlier, but oh well. Let me see. Gorgolfa, Azura, Don... Hey, it moved. I didn't move. There it goes. Gorgolfa, Azura, Dawnbringer, and Skady. The new mythic. Or actually, I shouldn't say new anymore. Also, that reminds me, don't forget, if you, for whatever reason, want the current mythic that's in the drop pool, this guy's only available for a few more days, the Gargantar guy. I would completely ignore him, but if you are someone who's wanting him for whatever reason, you only have until this end of this Thursday to try to get it. You can still get it after that point, but if you're trying to get it via keys, this is like the last few days you'll have to try to get it easily. What was I about to go do? Oh yeah, the team I was just showing. Or about to show, I should say. Okay, let me go do the suggested team. And if anyone else has any other suggestions or things you want me to go over, or any questions or anything, let me know and we'll go over it. Gorgolfa. I already forgot what the team was. Let me see. Gorgolfa, Azura, Dawnbringer, and one other thing. Azura, come on. Dawn. And... what was the last one? Oh yeah, and a Skady. However you say it. Okay. What is this missing? Green and I believe only green. I would assume the +2 blue, +1 yellow banner then, wherever it is. There it is. Yeah, that should work. We get the extra blue for Azura, we have the extra yellow for Gorgolfa, and we have 3 things that use blue, plus we have the perpetual blue storm and a Gorgolfa to try to use that blue storm as well, and Azura. Most of our damage is Dawnbringer though, which is a little weird, but at least we get the boost ratio off of having 3 yellows. Normally I would not bother building an entire team around Dawnbringer as the only damage. It's not horrible, but I normally prefer having extra turn damage, and Dawnbringer will always end your turn. One nice thing about it though is it does give you barrier, so even if they do get a turn, it's most likely just going to be hit on the all the barriers that you have, so it's not really going to get in the way at all. Anyways, let me go fix that so I can see chat again. What did I miss? Hello, Timothy! Also, don't forget to tell people about the other mythic in the event keys. The useless one you got last night. Oh yeah, I've been mentioning that. There is currently a different mythic in the event key drop pool. You wouldn't bother going for him. The only reason you would open event keys right now is if you're trying to get Gorgolfa or Highforge. But there's also a chance to get Stonehammer, who is 100% dead content right now. Some people still like using him here and there, but for the most part, there's almost no realistic team that uses him. Okay, we'll get that down. And now we can just keep spamming him with various things. Move that over real quick. And now we have all the things, and we pretty much just win. So we'll throw that down. If he gets mana, we'll just go and purge him. Or mana burn, I should say. And we'll just keep looping this until we win. I keep forgetting how ridiculously powerful Azura is. She's arguably the best free Kingdom epic you can even get right now. Her and Rowan are so much stronger than every other thing you can get for free from Kingdoms. It's not even close. Rowan is one of the highest split damages in the game, and Azura is among one of the better mana generators, just in general. It's also the best Dispel if you're looking to constantly cast Dispel to get rid of things like Barrier. Also, given that it has its stat reduction, it's also a pretty competent stat reducer. Plague is still better, but Plague loses his turn guaranteed whenever he does his, where she at least has the chance to spam it. Okay, I need purple or blue, either or. I guess we'll take that down. And we miss. And he gets it instead, but oh well. We'll take that blue and start getting Azura rolling. But yeah, this team doesn't work that bad. Works out really nice. Upside completely. It would help if I take moves though. So we'll throw that down. Yeah, it seems we can get away with just doing that every single time. For the most part, just a Dawnbringer into Azura into Dawnbringer and back and forth, and then throw the occasional Gorgolfa. We don't even really need Skady. It's only here for the Storm, which is pretty important. Well, technically we do need her. We just don't need a caster. Wait, did he summon 2 giant spiders off his Orb Weaver? Oh gosh, Orb Weaver. Orb Weaver probably still is one of the more annoying hero classes. Not because it's actually hard to kill, but because it makes annoying spiders constantly. And just makes the game prolong much longer than it needs to. And we'll throw that down. Get ourselves some AoEs. Hit a little bit of everything. And then we can probably Skatey for the kill. How much damage is that at this point? 37! We've been casting so many times that she now does 38. Hello, Lolite. Welcome. Can I show a good team with Azura in it without OP dragons? You don't have them yet? Let's see. What could you do with it? I'm trying to think of an early game thing that you can use really easily with an Azura. I know a bunch of bigger things you can run with it. Do you have Gorgolfa yet? You can get them in event keys right now. But yeah, let's go with the Gorgolfa Azura base and just build from there, I guess, with cheap stuff. I'm leaning towards a Goblin Rocket plus one other thing, I think, at this point. The Goblin Rocket to sustain our turns, and because it's cheap, and the whatever the green is as our damage source. So we could even just throw a Hobgoblin at that point. But let me see. Green damage source that is early game related. Green, all. Captain Skullbeard. No. I wonder if they ever fixed the glitch on Coral Golem. I haven't bothered checking yet. The biggest issue with early game is there are very few options for high damage. If you don't, you know what? We're just gonna probably have to go Hobgoblin. And just do it with, not that banner. Do it with either a brown, yellow, or blue, purple. I think in this instance I'm going blue, purple. And we'll just run it down that way. Where'd it go, where'd it go? You literally just passed it. There it is. Okay. So I think we can get away with that. And that is pretty cheap. Gorgolfa you can get event keys right now. Azura is free, and Goblin Rock and Hobgoblin are both ultra rare. Okay, well, first things first, we're going to want to go and get up the Azura. Good, it did not remove purple or blue. Which one do we go for first? I guess purple, because we need the blue explosion. And now I guess we're stuck taking blue. So we'll do that. Get our Gorgolfa. And we need something rolling here. I need to throw this into some kind of extra turn, or not an extra turn, into some kind of mana that we actually need. Oh, you know what we can do? We can go and, before I do though, let me go target this on the biggest threat, which I guess is first slot at this point. Lower this down, get the Cascade there to automatically get the other extra turn, and go from there. And what does that leave us with? I guess we just Gorgolfa, and now we keep poking it. So we throw the Hobgoblin again. Always throw that first, get the Goblin Rocket for mana, and just keep repeating this until we win. Do I throw Gorgolfa or do I not? I need the mana. There we go. And it's still our turn. It is goblins in a nutshell. Forever with turns. Let's move that over, get our reds. Do I not have a drop? I think I just ruined that. Fail. But oh well. We'll just take it off the top then. And I also missed there, but not too big a deal. We'll just go explode that. Get everything up again. And it's pretty much match. It doesn't even really matter too much where I aim this. As long as I don't hit a blue and skull poke. But yeah, that would work. You could also run that without Gorgolfa if you truly had to, but I mainly just use that as the mana generator, or at least a backup mana generator. Because you can technically just do all the mana generation off of Azura if you have to. How about an Armored Boar? I would not really bother with Armored Boar. He has a decent boost ratio, but that's about the only thing he really has on him. Well, I guess board control and stuff too. Let me see. Destroy a row, damage to first enemy. Oh yeah, that's the problem with it. It has the same problem as Centaur. They both only hit the first enemy. You don't get to choose where you want to go with it. I guess its boost ratio isn't too bad though, because you do 6 damage for every skull you hit. 1 because you naturally do 1 damage for destroying a skull, and the other 5 because it's this boost ratio. So you can get some pretty decent damage up front. The biggest issue with stuff like this though, and stuff like Centaur, they can only hit first slot, which is really annoying. Like this guy, similarly, destroys a row, deals damage to first slot, 1 lower mana cost, but he doesn't do as much damage. Biggest issue with them is they can only hit first enemy. They don't get to choose. I guess earlier on in the game, that's kind of okay, because you don't really need to aim too much. But as you progress through the game, you normally need to aim a lot more at specific targets. Like in this team, we'd have to go for the Scion and then into the Infernus if we were to use targeted. As I say that, I think I'm just going to go with a non-targeted. Actually, you know what? Let's go with a targeted. That's actually why I use this too. It has the Fair's Ra, so if we had to, we can go into the targeted poke. But it does most of its damage off of AoEs, because AoE are always the most efficient way to do damage. There's basically been almost no meta in this game where AoE wasn't one of the best options. There was only one point when that was the case, and that was when Skulls had a 100% chance to do true damage. That was about the only instance when full AoE wasn't really viable. Okay, he already has everything. I need to take a skull and hope we get a purple. That is exactly what we got. Unfortunately, that is also not enough mana. What do we even do? I guess we take a blue and hope for triple red or triple purple. Either of them would extra turn us. That is not what I needed. But at least we could take a purple right here. I guess we take it into a blue just so we get some more mana. Of course it wouldn't surge. And he gets the poke. Well, no reds, no purples. I guess we try for a random red or skull, either or. Good, we got the one that's more important. And, well, he has Infernus. It looks like I won't be able to get the targeted shot. Actually, he could kill us with that Infernus if he gets into a loop. This is not looking good. He already has Scion, and he already killed that out. I have no clue what I was trying to show with this, but I'm pretty sure whatever I'm trying to show, I didn't show it. Oh wait, we might still have a chance. Never mind. All chance lost. Let's see. Yep, it's over. Infernus kill. Rip. Is there any pity timer in Gems of War? For example, one guaranteed mythic for 1,000 gem chests? No. There have been requests for them to add pity timers, but no, there are absolutely 0 pity timers in Gems of War from what I'm aware of. And if there are any, they are keeping them secret. But yeah, there are no pity timers, pretty much. We don't know of any. And they would most likely announce if they were to add one. That would be a really weird thing to have, is to have a pity timer yet not announce that you have a pity timer. But yeah, it has been mentioned many times for them to add something like that, but they have yet to do so. It is currently pure luck. The only thing that is completely focused is if you do Soulforge. Obviously, anything with Soulforge, whatever you craft, is 100% chance that it will craft into whatever you do. The only thing that's random in Soulforge are the little summoning stone things. But yeah, those are just for lower rarity stuff. It's not like any higher rarities are in there. Yeah, no problem. And if anyone else has any other questions, feel free to leave them. Let's see, Anuceptor, Dragon Soul, Vinoxia, and Dragotar. Interesting. Normally you use Vinoxia way higher up in your team. By way higher up, I mean pretty much first slot. Anything other than a first slot Vinoxia normally isn't too advised to do. But yeah, let me go do that real quick. I do want to put in first slot though, just so we have the damage. It's going to block our Dragon Soul, but I think it's going to be worth it. Oops, this thing just fell. Hate when this falls. I use it as an armrest. All it is a folded up towel, because I don't have an actual thing for an armrest. Wait, why did Vinoxia not come up? Oh, I tapped Vinoxia twice. Vinoxia. Dragon Soul. What else do we need? The hero using the Anuceptor. Anuceptor is so dated that you still can't even hit blues with Anu. Yet you have Tyree, which is 1 lower mana cost, yet you can hit both her colors. And what else was I looking for? Is there somewhere you could go if you had a question for you on Puzzle Quest 2? I know almost nothing about Puzzle Quest 2. I have played it, but if you were to ask me any detailed question about the meta or strategy, I would most likely not know. I have not even done one playthrough of the game yet, so... I've done a partial playthrough. I just haven't done a full, complete playthrough of it yet. That would be something that we might do in the future. We're currently doing Puzzle Quest 1 right now, but after we've completely completed out Puzzle Quest 1 to a competent amount, we could move on to Puzzle Quest 2. I don't see why not. I've been avoiding doing it some, because it's a little bit less stream-friendly of content, mainly because some parts of the game can grind out for a little while. But, yeah, I don't see why not. Might as well. That's no time soon, though. But yeah, I would not be able to most likely answer whatever your question you have about it. Puzzle Quest 1, I probably could. Puzzle Quest 2, not so much. Let me see. What was I about to go do? Where's the other troop that goes in here? And a Dragotar. So this is early game all dragons. Well, kind of early game. Personally, I wouldn't bother using the Vinoxia in this. I would most likely use a Dragonet or anything else before I would bother with it, but I will use it just to see how it goes. Where'd it go? Looking for Dragotar. That didn't help. I don't know why I thought adding an O would help. I forget how the other part of it's spelled. Wait, why can I not find him? Okay, there he is. I am so blind. Put him in the team. And set our banner to Dragon Soul banner. He's being blocked. Okay, you know what? Maybe we will have to put Vinoxia in the back. There's no way to do it otherwise. Okay, we'll just put it there, I guess. You know what? Let's use Hero as our tank. There we go. I should probably use the Dragotar as the tank, actually. Go Dragotar, Anuj, Dragon Soul, Vinoxia. Last lot Vinoxia. Let's see. Yeah, Vinoxia is definitely way too far back in this team. I'll take the red. I'm going to let him take the skull. Doesn't really matter much. Anything we need to do is just get Dragon Soul up as immediately as possible and then work with everything else. Alright, okay, we have Scepter now. We can use this on anything other than blue for whatever reason. It is still like that. They did mention that they're going to be updating a lot of weapons eventually. Hopefully they'll get around to that. Because many of them are so ridiculously bad. But yeah, we get 20 damage per Dragon Soul, so this is pretty much just going to be a wipe just off of Dragon Soul alone. Don't even really need anything else. The dragons are just there for the boost ratio. Also, this is the exact same amount of damage you'd be doing early on in the game, too. The only thing that would be different is you'd be doing less explosions. But yeah. Dragon Soul. It's pretty balanced in late game, but it is so ridiculously overpowered if you get it very low level. But yeah, that's pretty much that team. Though that was pretty much just Dragon Soul casting over and over again. The best answer for Dragon Soul or Puzzle Quest 2 is don't play it. I don't know, I enjoy Puzzle Quest 2, or at least what I've played from it so far. The only slight bad thing about it is it does feel a bit grindy at time. But the parts that don't are pretty nice. Also, hello Medieval, welcome. And hello Freddy, welcome as well. And if anyone else has any other questions, team builds you want me to do, or anything else of the such, feel free to leave them in chat, and we will definitely make sure to do so. Also, I need to go do dungeons. Need to not forget to do that. While I was on vacation, I missed dungeons, I believe, 5 times. Because I wasn't used to doing it on a daily basis, and on some days I didn't even have electricity to be able to do it with. Or at least the connection was going off a bunch. Because there were some times when I had, basically the entire time I was there, even through the snowstorm, I had electricity. But the problem is the internet went down a lot. We'll go move that up. Do the Dragon Soul. What'd I do? We'll go throw, I guess, a Fairish Rot. Is that even enough damage? Yes, it is, but it's not an extra turn. But it is worth it just to get rid of it. And I will smooth that over. Get our magic. Throw it down for damage. And yeah, that's pretty much match. Just Dragon Soul into Fairish Rot. Or into anything. There we go. Also, we're almost halfway there. We need 1.3 million souls by about mid to end March. So in about 2 months, we need to somehow get ourselves 700,000 souls. That is a lot of souls, but some way, shape, or form, I need to go do that eventually. How was the Guild War? It could have been better. We kept getting destroyed by Goblin. Actually, I didn't even double check to see what the score was today. The final score. We didn't lose, but we technically lost, even though we didn't lose. We lost our what's his name? The Elma Grimm to a one-shot from the exact same troop 3 times today. Yeah, I need to go double check what we actually scored. As long as it's over 9,000, I don't really care too much what the number says. Anything below 9,000 I'm pretty disappointed with, though. Especially if it's a perfect win under 9,000. Like, with a lose, that's understandable, because you're automatically going to have under 9,000 with one lose. But if you win every single one and have under it, that's a bit disappointing sometimes. There we go. Nice goals. Assuming you have the full 50% bonus, that is. Or whatever it is. Yeah, I think it's 50%. 50% pure troop, so 200% total. Yeah, the 50% bonus thingy. Yeah, let me go double check. How was our defend doing? We got 1-3. Our defend team won once. What was I checking? I was checking the score. Yeah, there we go. Oh, never mind. Wow, we did better than... What? What? Our Elma Grim died one shot 3 times. Yet we scored over 300 points compared to yesterday. I don't understand Guild Wars sometimes. But yeah, we scored 9,300. That's actually not too bad. That's about mid-range. Or at least mid-range for doing perfect wins. Why do you need so many souls? Oh, because of the dungeon expansion, or the, what's it called? Not dungeon. The Soulforge expansion. They mentioned during one of their big Q&A streams, the most recent one they did in right before Christmas, that they are most likely going to be expanding the Soulforge in around mid to late March, maybe early April, somewhere around that general time frame. So with that being said, there isn't a guaranteed chance that they're going to be adding another mythic weapon, because they're kind of skeptical on doing so after the whole shenanigans that have happened with Dawnbringer so far. But there is a chance they could add another mythic weapon, and if they do, there's a high possibility it will cost the same amount as Dawnbringer, which is 1.3 million souls. 1 million for the thing itself, and 100,000 each for the 3 weapons you need for it. So yeah, that's a lot of souls. And we would need it or at least late game players would need it in order to craft the new mythic weapon if they were to add it then. That's the main reason why we need 1.3 million souls. But yeah, it's not that big a deal to have it by then. They might not even add something that costs that many souls, who knows. The only thing you ever lose to in Guild Wars is map teams. Yes, map can be pretty annoying. There's 3 things I sometimes lose to. Pure Goblin, Pure Mana Drain, and Pure, Kraken Queen map combo. Those 3. Yeah, all the dwarves had 10% today, so it was probably the hardest week we'd ever really have to do it. Unless they somehow got 20% one week, but for the most part, they don't really give 20% out that often. Of course, those used to be 50% way back then, when they first came out, but then they reduced it down because there were basically what was happening before with how they had stats is every single event, the meta would just completely shift into whatever had 50%. So to be able to combat that, they lowered it all the way down to 10% instead of a 25% bonus per troop type, which is really nice. It was requested for a while that they do it, and it was one of the things that they did implement. They normally are pretty good about implementing things that the community asks for, so that was definitely one of them among many. Oh, speaking of that, the community troop, I believe, is coming out either this Monday or the next Monday. The one that was basically voted upon by the community, and every aspect of it was voted upon and determined by someone in the community. And if anyone who was following the forum probably saw all the things that happened with that. But yeah, that should be coming out in very soon. Very, very soon. I'm kind of hyped for it too because it's pretty strong, obviously. If the community is going to make a troop, they're going to make it pretty powerful. So that they did. I'll go move that over. We'll go move that. See if we can get something. Get the purple. And what else? What else? I need a red. There we go. I'm steering right at it. Red or purple, doesn't matter which. We'll do that. This Octopus actually keeps getting us really hard right there. Keeps getting us every single time with the drain. Also, I keep calling him Octopus because I don't know if YouTube keeps... because sometimes I keep noticing like that little yellow thing where it demonetizes. And I know with cursing and a bunch of other stuff, they're trying to crack down on it. The problem is their automatic thing like keeps catching it. So if you're ever wondering why I keep calling it Octopus from now on, that is why. Actually, I don't know if me visually showing that even counts as it too. Who knows? But yeah. I've been trying to figure out what is trying to keep demonetizing me. The only other thing I can think of is the fact that my YouTube thing says terror in it. And in the tags of every other thing I ever do on YouTube, it also has the keyword of terror. So I don't know if that is also like instantly getting me with the little YouTube check thing. But whatever is doing it, it keeps demonetizing some of my stuff. Not completely, but it does it for a temporary amount of time. The only problem is that temporary amount of time is sometimes the good bulk of when the videos actually get viewed. I might actually have to, if it keeps continuing, I might have to completely change the name of my channel just so it doesn't block me as much. Because it might be just the fact that I have the word terror in it, which would be unfortunate. Because once it actually gets checked, it's fine, but sometimes at the beginning of the video, it's like, nope, completely demonetized for like several moments. Well, not completely, but it does a really weird thing. It's been doing that for about, I think, 5 months now. It's been doing that. Normally I haven't been caring about it too much because it hasn't really been too bad, but as of recently, it's been picking up some. Well, we'll go take the reds. Let's see. Tacet, the friendly neighborhood dragon. Yeah, I was thinking of changing it to either Tacet the dragon or Tacet Gaming. One of the two. Which one should I do? I'll probably do a more official poll later, eventually, at some point, if we do need to change it eventually. But, which one? Tacet Gaming or Tacet the dragon? Tacet the dragon would keep in the same format of how it's currently worded, and Tacet Gaming would be more applicable to what we actually do. What do we do? Go take the skull there. Throw the world breaker. Oh, I still haven't done dungeons yet, have I? Don't forget your dungeons. That was something else. I really hope they add a notification for that. A lot of people have requested for it, and they did say that they will likely add it, but they have no clue when. Tacet the wise. Let's see. I'll go through the little poke. Get the explosion. No, YouTube never compensates for false demonetizations. But they've never actually fully demonetized me, ever. Well, there was one video, but that was because I used copyrighted music on it, which is obviously why. But aside from that one instance, all the ones that they're doing are only partial demonetization. What do we do here? We'll go take the skull. But yeah, I'll be leaving it as is for a while. But if that does keep occurring, and that does appear to be the reason why, I will be changing it. But I believe there's some people that have it happening to their channel that have absolutely nothing in their tags or anything, and they still keep getting it calls to them as well. So it could just be a weird bug with it. It might not even be related to anything tag related or anything with the channel. But yeah, the automatic system is very annoying sometimes. Okay, they got a Corvash. I keep talking and not paying attention. That is bad, because I have nothing I can do here. Well, we'll take a green. And can you throw a Corvash already? Well, we'll take another green then. Tacet does it, new name. But yeah, we'll poll it eventually, what the new name should be. Let's see. Even the word gaming could be targeted? Really? Wow. Well, I never used the word gaming in any of my stuff, ever. Though, if that was to be the way I changed my title, then that would technically have gaming in it then. But yeah, I never put the word gaming in any of my tags, ever. We'll take the purple. It's under the category of gaming, though. What do we even do with a Valkyrie? Can we get a double blue anywheres? Blue to blue. No, that is not happening. We still don't have any souls yet either because we haven't gotten Dragon Soul yet, but we'll go for that. Hopefully we can get into Dragon Soul with whatever we do here. I think he's going to win just by absolutely not being able to get anything. That does appear to be the case. We're going to get blocked here. I guess we just go for a skull at this point since we don't have any other souls. Oh! But then he got that. Okay, this battle's over. Nope. Nopety nope nope. Okay, let's do one more battle so we don't end on a lose and then go do dungeons and then head back. I can't head to dungeons until we get a win. Okay, well, first things first. Let's go make sure we can't do anything out of mercy. And once we get that clear, we can move into a Dragon Soul. So he'll just do that. What else we move? Can we get a extra turn here? No, we cannot. Tacet did demonetized. No, actually, I haven't really been making too much less money from it. The only time I really got hit was when the whole thing with all the YouTube advertisers leaving from YouTube. Those several months... Oh, oops, we're frozen on blue. Those several months, I ended up losing a lot of monetization. But it's kind of repaired itself at this point. Okay, I think we just got into the exact same battle we had the previous time, where we're just going to get completely decimated. Well, luckily this time at least we have both the World Breaker and the Dragon Soul. I mean the Ferris Raw. Plus we have one Dragon Soul cast, so we can actually do the damage. So we'll be fine this time around, if I don't accidentally mess up. So let's do that. And then they get a Ferris Raw poke, probably on Queen Mad because she's so annoying. And go from there. And we lose our turn, of course. Wasn't intending to get an extra turn. And Ferris Raw into anything. And that's match. Okay, let's go to dungeons now that we didn't lose. No lose for us. Not this time. Hey, we got mail. What's this? Defend rewards. 83 souls. Every little bit counts. Though that is a pretty small amount in the whole scheme of how many we can actually accumulate. Okay, let's go do dungeons. I keep clicking on kingdoms to try to do dungeons. Fail. I keep forgetting you have to go to games to do it. Well, dungeons, red, fight. Where's our quick team? Quick team, quick team. Quick explore. I like how I have it named Quick Explore, yet I use it for basically everything other than Explore. Well, I still use it for Explore as well, but I guess not as much these days. King Silenus with 3 times Wild Folk. Any ideas? There's not enough Wild Folk to make that viable. The most viable Wild Folk already have fast, like the, what's his name? Why can I not remember his name? Herdmaster. No, not Herdmaster. Ragnagord. Ragnagord is what I meant to say. Things like Ragnagord and most of the Wild Folk that are actually decent already have the fast trait, so they don't need another one. King Silenus is very, very useless at the moment. The only thing he's really used for is an all-burn option, or to give your hero half mana. One of the two. You don't really use him with pure Wild Folk, just due to the fact that there's not enough Wild Folk that are viable to use him with. There may be in the future, but as it currently stands, there isn't. Oh, he has enough durability. I don't think we can one-shot him now. Oh, actually, he might one-shot us. It's been a while since I've lost a dungeon. Yep, we are heading towards that direction. Well then. That's not good. I can't even get away from losing in dungeons, apparently. What do we do? What is the game plan here? What is his ability, even? Oh, it creates reds. Well, I guess we kind of have to take a skull, so we might as well take a skull that has a green chance. That is not a green. This is not looking good. Okay, move that over. I could just instantly lose and then come back and win even quicker, but I don't want to lose in a dungeon. Go move that. Go take a blue, if he lets us. We're seriously about to lose a dungeon. Let me see. How much damage even is that? I like how I'm getting the ability up and it's not even enough to do anything. Oh, now it is. Okay. Okay, 1 versus 1. Who will win? Whoever gets the next skull wins, though the only problem is he's Shegra. Or I should say she. It is a female. How do we do this? Whatever I do, it needs to not give it brown or red. Or skull. Ah. Well, been a while since we lost a dungeon. Wow. I was not expecting that. Yeah, even in dungeons we will auto lose. Guess we're just having bad luck today. We'll throw the Sunbird. Get the explosion. Get a Rowan. And should be good to go from there. It's this cast that he keeps doing that's really getting in our way. I think this breaks alignment. Yeah, he's only going to get the pair. That's it. Oh, wait. Okay, apparently I give him alignment on that. But we'll go through a Rowan. Get the poke. And now one more cast will end it, so we'll do that. And I'll wipe it out. Okay, there we go. So that should have happened the first time. And this is the final battle, which is probably going to be even easier than what we just faced, oddly enough. 83 down, 699,917 to go. That's a great way of looking at it. Exactly so. Pretty much. Losing to dungeons in 2018, I know, right? Could you imagine losing to dungeons once triple stat kingdoms comes into the game? If dungeons are left in the exact same state that they are in right now? We should just quit the game at that point. Our stats will be... I wouldn't want to say double, but it would be about 25% higher. Maybe actually, maybe even a little bit higher than that. It would be quite a competent amount higher than the enemy. But yeah, those should be coming later this year. 10-star kingdoms, that is. There's currently 0 available, and if I'm not mistaken, there are 3 or 4 9-star kingdoms at the moment. I actually forget off the top of my head. Let me see. There is one... I hate how they change these stars on the kingdoms. They're so hard to tell now. There's 1. There's 2. Is there only 2? I thought there was at least 3. Unless I'm missing one somewhere. Yeah, there's at least 2 9-star kingdoms right now. But there's currently no 10s, and there's still a long ways to go before everything gets to 9, that is for sure. Most of them are only at about 7 or 8, as far as stars are concerned. But yeah, in time, we shall have all level 10s, once it actually becomes possible to do so. Obviously, now we can't, since it's impossible. Yeah, there's only 2 9-stars. It's Kazale and what's it called? The one with all the Golvania. I was just about to say the one with all the Golvania troops. But yeah, Golvania and Kazale. Actually, Kazale became possible today. Or not today, but with the Monday event. It was something I forgot to announce on the Monday video. But yeah, it is now the second 9-star kingdom. Which is somewhat relevant, because 9-star gives you triple tribute chance, which increases the kingdom from a 20% chance to a 30% chance. Kazale is a pretty bad one to have it with, because it's pure gold. But just the concept of having it higher is pretty nice, because the more higher chances you have on them, percent-wise, the more multiple tributes you will get. And whenever you get multiple tributes, you get gems for it. So there's just more free gems. Do we have enough damage? Yes, we do. I don't have a cure. That's alignment. Down it goes. Actually, we didn't even get anything out of that, but at least we got the kill. So technically, we got something out of it. We'll throw Dragon Soul, throw in the World Breaker, and that's match already. Actually, here, have a fair Shra. If anyone has any other questions or team builds or anything, let me know and we'll definitely make sure to go over it. Terrific Tacet, the terrible gamer. Trying to get that T alliteration. I'll go take the reds. Yeah, today we've been doing really bad. But we'll have those days occasionally. Can't always win them all. What do we do here? Yellow, brown, something. I need red. Red or purple, either or. Either or, doesn't matter which. Okay, there's no good way to take any of that, so we'll just move that. We don't even have a drop here. Nor any color. Oh yeah, we can. We can take a red at least. So he'll use Apothecary. Also, I find it really funny that this... I never actually noticed that for my first playthrough in Puzzle Quest 1. But when we're coming back through around again, I never noticed that Apothecary is basically the whole storyline person for the orcs in Puzzle Quest 1. Like, there's a character that looks almost exactly like her. Or at least is supposed to basically be her. I never really noticed the reference until our second playthrough of Puzzle Quest. There's actually a lot of stuff from both Puzzle Quest 1 and 2 that's in Gems of War, directly or indirectly. Well, we'll go take that. Move that down. Throw the Dragon Soul. And yeah, we'll go kill that out. I had enough of these during Guild Wars. We do not need to do that again in PvP. Let's just get rid of it. Move that over. Is that enough damage? No, it is not. So we'll just go kill it. And that is. Throw the World Breaker into it. You heard me and others say to spend glory on just the trait stones, but you can grind for trait stones and can't really grind for mythics. As you're a free-to-play player, shouldn't you consider glory chests? Really depends on preference. Normally, I would say start off, guarantee, start off when you're first playing, throwing all of your glory into only into the glory rewards. But once you start getting later into the game and have basically a core amount of troops traded, like you have, let's say, 3 main teams that you like using, and they're all fully traded and ready to go, at that point, if you really don't want to keep grinding them out, yeah, you could just go start throwing all your glory into glory chests if you so choose. Because right now, how much is it? I believe it's 20 glory per key, right? I've actually haven't opened one for so long, I actually forget. So that's 15,000 glory keys I could have right now if I was to open all of them. That's more than I even have. That's like double, almost double the amount of keys I even have sitting there. But yeah, it could be worth it. Personally, I would still stick with the, even this late in the game, I'm still sticking with mainly just doing it for the weekly rewards. It's just really nice just to not have to grind it out. But yes, you are correct in that the glory, spending glory directly onto glory keys gives you the chance of getting higher rarity stuff. Whereas if you keep going for the events specifically, you will still have some event keys that you get from it and some other resources, but a good majority of it is just resources and the arcane stones. You're not really getting any chances of legends or mythics. So, yeah, you can spend it if you so choose. I personally just advise early on, just for time's sake, to always start off at least with the packs, and then if you don't want to, you can start, if you're trying to accumulate the higher rarity and stuff, then you can start moving on to the, to all of the glory keys instead. But yeah, a lot of people do suggest going purely, like as I do as well, going purely into the actual glory rewards, just because it saves you a lot of time overall. Because no one really likes farming arcane trait stones. It's not really a thing that anyone says, like, oh yes, arcane trait stone farming is the best piece of content in this game. I don't think I've ever met a single person that said that. Because all it really is at this point is going to explore, use a quick team. It is quite a bit of fun. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say that. It actually is a little bit of fun to do trait stone farming. Mainly because the meta teams for it win so ridiculously quick. But after you've done it for a couple hours, it loses most of its fun. But yeah. At least it's really quick. That's the really nice aspect about it. At least compared to late game PvP. Late game PvP sometimes drags on forever. But Explorer, there we go, we already won. But this is all that really trait stone farming is just you keep spamming this over and over and over and over and over again for hours upon hours upon hours on end, which a lot of people prefer avoiding for the obvious reason. And there we go. But yeah, if you don't mind doing that over and over and over again, then you can just spend all your glory keys on the glory, or all your glory on glory keys, I mean. How about Tacet of Whitehelm? You know, they did say that they're going to be reworking all of the kingdoms. So Whitehelm being home kingdom probably isn't going to be the meta in a couple months. At the moment it is, because the only thing that home kingdom determines is your tribute. And glory is the best tribute, and Whitehelm is pure glory. So there's no point in not having Whitehelm set as your home kingdom. But they did mention they're going to be doing some kind of really big change to all of the home kingdoms and just kingdoms in general. So we'll have to see specifically what that brings in it. Seems pretty interesting. They also confirmed that we're getting at least one new game mode this year as well. well, not like confirm, but they have said that it's something that is on their plan. So we'll see how that pans out as well. Let me see. Did I miss anything else? But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to be heading off for tonight. My eyes are wanting to water so badly right now for whatever reason. Not quite sure what they are. So since I can't really see at the moment, might as well just end here anyways. Morale 2 is about that time. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. We'll be back same time tomorrow, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow night. We are not getting any new content this Friday, but there is a chance that the following Friday will be the new kingdom. The new kingdom's either coming, not this Friday, but either the following Friday or the following Friday after that. So basically a week and a half from now or 2.5 weeks from now. One of the two, it should be coming. Anyways, guys, if you still have any other questions, feel free to leave it on any of my videos or on this video or on for next stream. But anyways, we'll be back in 23 hours for tomorrow night's stream. And should hopefully be able to get out a guide soon, too. I'm not sure what we should do next. If you feel like suggesting anything for that, too. There's definitely a lot of stuff we can still be covering, but there's so many things sometimes I just don't really know what to target for next. So if you ever have any suggestions for that, always feel free to leave those too. But anyways, guys, I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Good night and goodbye.